All right, well, this is about as fun as it gets if you're a business guy because it's about sports. And we're talking about NCAA bracketology. We've got one of the experts here, Peter Keating, senior writer at ESPN, Giant Killer blog.
Thank you.
This is about upsets, and we're going to set it in the tone of stocks. Why stocks? Because I want you to participate in our bracketology, thestreet.com/ESPN. I want you to enter password TheStreet2015, thestreet.com/ESPN, password TheStreet2015. All right, Peter, my bracket's going to be public. And I'm sitting here saying, after reading your stuff, I picked Notre Dame. And you basically kind of said, listen, Notre Dame they got hot at the end, but they're really not that special. I'm afraid of looking like a chump because I'm public. I got a private one I'm doing Mad Money, and there I've got Kentucky because I should have reversed things. I don't want to afraid of look, but give me, I mean, look, we're not going to have the big upset. Your records say we're not going to have the big upset.
You know what happened this year? The selection committee actually did a good job of seeding the ones. There's no UConn versus Kentucky from last year, or Louisville or Michigan State seeded third or fourth. The ones are deserving ones.
Well, now, people were making this case that Arizona, not Villanova. Now, I'm from Philadelphia, so that's a tough swallow for me. I think Villanova is legitimate number one.
Yeah, Arizona would have been, Duke is, Villanova is. Right. It's fine. There's a few good teams under Kentucky. I'll tell you where to look, which is in the number 2 seeds could be vulnerable in the round of 32 because of the matchups they have coming up. For example, we do something called Giant Killers where we look at which teams are statistically similar to other teams that have pulled off big upsets in the past. The key, something you'll appreciate, is beta. It's high risk, high reward. It's volatility. You have to amp up the risk-reward curve to win as an underdog. You got to.
But again, there's just embarrassment factor.
So check it out. VCU, Ohio State. VCU, Ohio State, a 7-10 game where those are 2 good Giant Killers, and either one of them could pose a big threat to Arizona in the round of 32. Also, Wichita State.
I have Wichita State going far.
Right. They could pose a big threat to Kansas.
I totally agree with you. I have them over.
The theme in the round of 32 is some of those kind of, we call them wounded assassins. Teams that have fallen so far because they haven't met expectations, but are still really dangerous, like Texas or Ohio State.
Right.
Those could do some damage later on in the tournament. In the first round, it's a little bit slimmer pickings, but I'll tell you where to watch.
Okay.
All 4 teams in the play-in games for the 11 seeds, Boise State and Ole Miss, and Dayton.
Home field advantage?
Dayton has overcome suspensions. They've overcome injuries.
True Giant Killer
transfers. And they went far last year, and they got a home game for the play-in, and they do what you need to do as a Giant Killer. They're slow. They slow down the game, but they're not conservative. If you can be slow and aggressive at the same time, think about it. You keep the pace down, keep the number of possessions low, but you accumulate a lot of those possessions. That's how you win as a deep underdog.
That would be something, I should have thought more about that. Peter Keating is senior writer, and yes, Giant Killer blog. Remember, I want you to go to thestreet.com/ESPN. thestreet.com/ESPN, password TheStreet2015. Thank you, Peter. Great to talk to you. Thank you.